Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, February 11th. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday so far. It is Wicked Wednesday, okay? We are halfway through the week. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Holla back, okay? I'm so glad we are halfway through the week. Again, for some of you guys, you may feel the same way. The only reason why I'm just excited that we're halfway through the week is because as the days go by, the closer we are to spring, the more we can go outside, the more we can do things, okay, guys? We don't have to be stuck inside. I know for us who live in North America, especially where it snows, it's cold outside. And it's not to say that you can't go outside and do anything, but nobody wants to wear layers upon layers upon layers just to go outside, okay? I'm just gonna keep it real with you, okay? I mean, I may go outside here and there, but it's not like I'm going for a walk, okay? I'm just gonna be honest with you. Usually because I live in an apartment, I usually either walk in the apartment, like on the floors, and I take the stairs, or I do things like that just to get my body moving. So that could be like an example for somebody who's trying to figure out like, this girl keeps telling me to move my body and I cannot go outside. Here's an example, here's an idea. Maybe that might work for some of you guys, but yeah, that's what I do, right? If I don't want to go outside or if it's too cold. But yeah, anyways, we're getting closer to spring. All right, guys, that's why I'm excited. We're getting closer. It's already February, we're kind of already halfway, almost there. By the time you look at it, it's March. Okay, so yeah, let's jump into it, guys. Let's see what you might need to know for today. So Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for February 11th? What do they need to know for today? Please give them clarity and understanding, and always protect and guide them while they are on their journey, please. All right, so let's see. Whoa, okay, there's no seeing. Spirit was like, here. Okay, so first card is being a light to other people. All right, guys. Now, this could be confirmation for some of you. Some of you guys are being told to be a light for others. Some of you guys have a lot of powerful messages to share, and there's something about you being able to shine your light so that the world can see that there's others that can learn from you. Okay, you may see that, in yourself that maybe you're not someone who can express yourself, but little do you know, even just you showing up as your authentic self, that's more than enough, right? That's more than enough for those who view you as somebody who, holds a lot of authenticity and power and authority, okay? Not everybody can look at someone and say, you know what? I like what this person is saying, and that could be very hard to come by. But for some of you guys, there is something about not being liked, okay? Literally, there is something about not being liked and just being like a voice, okay? For some of you guys, sharing your light, being a light to other people is very significant at this time. Some of you guys are healers, you guys are empaths, but whatever it is that you guys are doing at this time, it's showing. Okay, for some of you guys, this is about what you're building. Some of you guys could be organizing certain things, for certain people. You guys could show up as someone who's a protector, or you guys are guardians. Okay, these are archetypes. So when it comes to stability, structure, and foundations, some of you guys are building something long-term, okay? Even when it comes to establishing your inner roots, okay, and inner strength, that is also significant for some of you as well, okay? So, take what resonates whenever you see this, but this could be confirmation, okay? And it's almost like even if you have a platform, there's something about you guys being a light to other people as well. But not only that, being a light to other people like in your day-to-day life, okay? So deeper insights are at hand, okay? Number 8. So there's something about you guys having a plan, okay? But the details maybe need work, so reflect before moving forward. So there's something about revisiting something from the past. Even if this is not like a past person, this could be a past idea you have, a past project, project, like a past creative, endeavor, right? But there is something about you guys when it comes to you guys stepping into your power and also your abundance. There is something about you guys stepping into leadership and success. But there is also something about there's a cause and effect, right, in the energy. But so for some of you, you guys could be wanting to review certain things before moving forward, right? Some of you guys could have already done this. You guys could have already reviewed whatever, needed to be reviewed. And now you guys could be taking the next steps to move forward. But let's see what shows up, right? Because again, for everybody, it could be very different, right? So I won't take that. Let me do that again. So Spirit, what else does the collective need to know at this time when it comes to February 11th? Okay, so Spirit is saying to trust your angels, okay? There's something about you guys letting go of expectations of how, you expect certain things to happen or how your dreams are supposed to come true. And it's almost like, trusting that heaven has a perfect plan. So even if you may not understand why you're on the path that you're on or why things happen the way that they do, just know that the path that you're on is the right path, especially if it's a path where you guys are taking when it comes to, humanitarian work, light worker work, healing work, shamanism, that kind of stuff, right? There is something about you guys, completing a cycle or being close to completing a cycle. Even if you've already completed the cycle, there is another cycle that you guys could be going through right now that you guys could be also completing at this time. Okay, so when I say another cycle, I mean like this cycle could be the last cycle before we get to the new moon eclipse. Because again, Pisces is the last year. So technically, if you really want to think about it, you know how we celebrate December as the end of the year, and then we have Christmas, we have Boxing Day, and all that good stuff, right? There's something about the new year, which is in January, right? But for us, as collective and soul tribes, we don't look at societal's, new year. We look at the astrological new year, meaning April, which is Aries season, which is, I think, March also. So March and April, which is Aries season, this is talking about the new year. We follow that new year. Pisces season is the last of the year, okay, for us. So whatever issues that we have, whatever, plans that we have, whatever past, things, emotions, whatever we have from the past that needs to be let go or we need to get rid of, this is the energy that's showing up when it comes to, releasing and letting go, okay? Because once that Pisces energy shows up for Pisces season, that's it. That is a time where we are literally releasing and letting go, and, what no longer serves us, we're getting rid of it, okay? And we're not coming back, right? So that's the energy that you guys could be feeling. It's almost bittersweet because you guys could be having a lot of nostalgia and thinking about a lot of things from the past. And there's a reason, because we're about to end this year astrologically, okay? So take what resonates with that. That could be confirmation for some of you as well. But trust your angels. Trust that you guys are on the right path. Trust that, everything will work out for you the way it's supposed to, even if it doesn't look like it. Yeah, it's almost over. So there is something about divine timing, okay? With the number 16, that talks about spiritual lessons and also breaking illusions. So there is something about you guys going through an awakening, and there is something about you guys being able to rebuild, something brand new, right? For some of you guys could have went through certain lessons because of the challenges that you had to deal with. But some of you guys are also having a sudden realization that you are an awakener, that you are a bridge keeper, like you are the bridge. You're a cosmic messenger for some of you, okay? The number 7 talks about spirituality. So it's almost like you guys have an inner knowing when it comes to your gifts, okay? This could be about your gifts, your talents, that kind of stuff, right? Yeah, so we have recognize the signs from above, and then we also have pray from the heart. So for some of you guys, whatever prayers that you guys had, if you guys prayed from the heart, this energy is showing up as well, okay? Psalms 23 could be very significant for somebody. I don't really talk about Bible verses a lot, but Psalms 23 could be very significant, especially when it comes to you know, preparing a table in front of your enemies, right? There's something about that energy. Like, you guys could have went through a lot of challenges and obstacles around people, places, and things. And it's not even like you guys were putting yourself in these situations. It's like people were purposely putting you in these situations. Whether they knew it or not, they put you in those situations. And for some of you guys could have been using Psalms 23 to protect yourselves, right? Or you were using Psalms 23 when it came to, you know, the energy, and you could feel like you needed protection, right? But there is something about, you know, being able to prepare a table in front of your enemy, so that while you were helping other people prepare their table and they knew you were struggling, they knew what you were going through, they knew that you never had everything, you know, when it came to what you needed. There's something about now it's your turn to, you know, have a table being prepared in front of your enemies, in front of the people who doubted you, in front of the people who didn't have faith in you. And now it's time for them to watch you eat. Okay, so 10:01 on the time, okay, on the clock. So even angel number 1010 is very significant as well. So, you know, take what resonates with that, but that could be confirmation for some of you guys too. Yep, so self-love is very significant, okay? For some of you guys, you may show up with a lot of self-love. So even if you are in a relationship or not, or even no matter what, okay, you will always put yourself first. You will always love yourself first no matter what. For some of you guys could be teaching people what it is like to show up with self-love, okay? This one fell to the floor. We have twin flame energy. So there is something about a twin flame energy 222 that could be very significant. Maybe you are teaching, for some of you guys that believe in twin flames, maybe you are teaching your twin flame, you know, what self-love is, right? And a twin flame doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a friendship, or, you know, someone that you consider to be a friend, or whatever the case is, right? Progress is also significant. So angel number 123 is very significant when it comes to you guys on your journey. Okay, some of you guys, your manifestations could be very significant, and also you guys are in alignment, okay? Yeah, so there's something that you guys are reshaping at this time, okay? This could be reshaping yourself, okay? The energies around you, your circumstances, your environment. But whatever this is that you guys are reshaping, or like I said, going back and revisiting, okay, when it comes to like projects, plans, or whatever the case is, there's a shift, okay? Something about a shift that is very significant. So you guys are going through a shift at this time, okay? But I'm going to see if I can get some charms, okay, just to see what the energy might be like. So this may resonate for some of you guys, okay? All right, guys, so whales are very significant. I don't know why I thought of England, like, you know, Wales. But anyways, whales are significant, okay, when it comes to, you know, wisdom, and also when it comes to knowledge, right? Especially the color pink. This is about unconditional love. So even when it comes to teaching people, like I said, self-love is very significant. I keep seeing this, but I also think about, like tinted glass, like in a church. Okay, this might not even be it, but I also think of like a makeup palette. You know, when someone has, forget a makeup palette, like a paint palette. You know, back in the days when you had those acrylic paint palettes, right? And they came with a brush, and all you had to do was just dip the brush in water and then paint. That's what this reminds me of. So creativity could be very significant for somebody. Also butterflies when it comes to transformations, and also like being protected, you know, at this time, okay? Leaves are very significant. So when we talk about seasons changing or going through a seasons of change, some of you guys could have had your season of change, or you guys could be going through a season of change. But whatever it is that you guys are going through, there is something about the color blue and also intuition. You guys are building and, you know, creating something brand new. Now this is about weaving, webbing, whether this is new ideas, okay, meeting new people when it comes to connections, networking as well. But again, with the color blue, this is about you being intuitive, okay? Okay, spiders could be very significant as well. Okay. We have Pisces energy. We also have here Scorpio energy. And we also have here Leo energy. Okay. Now, for some of you guys, the initials P could be very significant. We have initials X. We have initials K. We have initials G. We have initials W. We also have initials C. And then we also have initials U. Okay. So take what resonates with that. For short form, someone could be receiving a package. Okay, PKG. Packages could be very significant, but obviously take what resonates with that. But yeah, I'm going to end it here. Please take what resonates. You know, oh, and also cups. Someone could be receiving a package, but it's like a cup, like a gift. Okay, cups could be very significant, not sure, but anyways, I'm gonna leave it here. So again, follow me on TikTok and YouTube, and you guys can follow my website, www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. You guys can either book a reading or you guys can check out my blog posts on there. And also, if you guys want to check out my YouTube and TikTok, I post on both platforms there. But I've also been trying to get people to move, trying to get people to move more over to YouTube, because again, with TikTok, I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's going to happen to it. I don't know why I keep saying that. Maybe it's just an inkling that I have, but as of recently, I've been trying to get everybody to slowly, you know, go over there, because again, God forbid something happens to TikTok, I lose everything, right? I lose all my followers, I lose all my videos, I lose everything. But I don't really lose it because I have it also posted on my YouTube as well. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, but I'll see you guys next time. All right, guys, love you guys so much and have a wonderful Wednesday. Bye.